There isn't much behind-the-scenes information regarding the Space Pirate serial on the TARDIS Data Core, Doctor Who's fan wiki. There's also a Wikipedia article literally titled Space Pirates about the phenomenon in fiction, space pirates. I don't know if I've read that out on this channel before. I may have when I was feeling as though there wasn't much to say about a particular topic. I don't know if it was related to Doctor Who or one of the Doraemon films. I don't know, whichever it might have been. We might read that out in episode 4. I think we'll cover all of the behind-the-scenes information in this one episode, I suspect, because there's just so little of it here. Anyway, only episode 2 of this 6-part story exists in the BBC archives as a 35mm black and white film telerecording. Also, no telesnaps are known to exist, leaving only production stills as a visual reference for the missing episodes. Interesting, they appear to have a lot to work with. I would assume there were telesnaps. Though I remember reading they stopped having the telesnaps after a point in, I think, season 6. Anyway. This is the most recent story from which episodes are still missing in their entirety. A number of later Pertwee episodes are missing, but the original 2-inch quad tapes are wiped. But copies exist. Episode 6 is the last episode of Doctor Who to be completely missing. Okay. In 1999, episode 2, the single surviving episode of this story, was found on a VHS cassette recording in the possession of an amateur video collector. This is to date the only known episode of 1960s Doctor Who to have been recorded and preserved on a homemade tape. It was that late it was discovered. Gee. So this was all missing for ages. Damn. It's amazing how this stuff can turn up occasionally. Like, the Enemy of the World rocking up in 2013 is, like, ridiculous. And, like, still, what a miracle. We actually, thanks to some Hong Kong preservation, Tomb of the Cybermen preserved. All of it. I mean, that's the biggest miracle in the history of this stuff, right? Oh, man. The story title, writer's name and episode number, caption credits for each episode are shown in black against a white background following, except in episode 1's case, the reprise from the previous episode. The serial features a brief diegetic rendition of Over the Rainbow in episode 2 when Milo Clancy prepares a boiled egg for his breakfast aboard the Liz 79. This is an unscripted ad-lib by Gordon Costello. A History of the Universe arbitrarily dates this story to 2119, but A History, equally arbitrarily, dates to 2135. Derek Sherwin returns as script editor for this story before taking over as producer for the following serial. This is due to Terence Dix being busy rewriting The Seeds of Death and co-writing The War Games. Mary Thomas provided the uncredited vocals that accompanied Dudley Simpson's musical score. This is the only penultimate story in which a second Doctor season to not feature a companion departure. I guess that's true. Victoria leaves in Fury from the Deep. Ben and Polly leave in Faceless Ones. Yes, very true. I had not thought about that myself. It's very specific. According to Patrick Troughton's son, Michael, the actor wrote in his diary that he wasn't impressed by the slow-moving plot. I remember my father arriving at our house after completing a producer's run-through for episode 2 of The Space Pirates. He was angry, but anger born of frustration rather than aggression. I recall him complaining to my mother about how dull and unwatchable The Space Pirates was going to be. This is episode 2, and we're still trapped in that bloody awful spaceship set. I told them people will just turn off. As revealed in a YouTube documentary by Josh Snares, Wendy Padbury has no memory of working on this serial at all, but would like to see it recovered. Oh, because it was that forgettable. This story is ranked as Doctor Who Magazine reads least favourite second Doctor story in all 4 of their polls. Come on, this is way better than the Crotons. Get real. Have a reality check. My God. Robert Holmes originally intended this to be a 4-part serial because he's a cleverer writer on average than the people working on Doctor Who possibly considered the best of them. That may be true. Yeah, this would have been way better as a 4-parter. Certainly wouldn't have been voted least favourite. To compensate for the regular cast's reduced role, Madeline Isigri's role was expanded in episode 6 to have her appear on monitors to speak of the pirates and later Hermac instead of the Doctor. This would be the only serial that Michael Hart directed. Yeah, I haven't seen his name pop up anywhere else, that's true. The model shots were directed by special effects designer John Wood, as Michael Hart was busy overseeing the rest of the serial. Oh, and here's a myth. The serial was shown between the 8th of March and the 12th of May 1969, but this latter-day myth was wholly created by poor copy editing by Loose Cannon Productions. Unfortunately, the popularity of their reconstruction means that many fans will have encountered it. 12th of May 1969 was a Monday, so Doctor Who couldn't possibly have been broadcast on that date. Moreover, on the 12th of May was some 10 weeks after the 8th of March start date of the 6-part story. The truth is that the story was broadcast from the 8th of March to the 12th of April. Okay, that's very specific information. Like, unless people were very fastidious Doctor Who nerds, this would never have been known. Anyway, has a bit of continuity. The Sigri Mining Company eventually becomes the Interplanetary Mining Corporation, according to a novel known as The Menagerie. Nothing to do with Star Trek, I assume. Jamie mentions Caven, the Space Corps, Hermac Madeline, and Dom Sigri to the Sixth Doctor, who mentions Tar. That's in Last of the Cybermen, an audio story. Yeah, Jamie met Sixth Doctor in the Two Doctors, and of course the Second Doctor was met there, naturally. Yeah, we've been talking for nearly 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So thanks, everyone. Appreciate it very, very, very immensely. See you next time.